Hey everyone, this is the Millionaire Hippies Podcast with your host, Shikha, where we chat about spirituality, business, and health. We all want to live self-actualizing, fulfilling lives with joy, prosperity, and gratitude. Let's go on this beautiful journey together.
Hey everyone, Shikha here. Welcome to another episode of my podcast, the Millionaire Hippie Podcast. I'm so grateful to you for spending the time with me, listening to my words of wisdom, or whatever you want to call it. I'm so grateful again, like I said, and I hope that you guys are having an amazing day wherever you are. In today's podcast, I wanted to speak to you guys about fear. It's interesting, a lot of people have been coming to me and telling me that they are so proud of me and they're seeing all that I'm doing and they're so amazed by the fact that I'm so fearless this year. It's so funny to me when I hear those words because fearless is not a word that I would ever use to describe me. Ever, ever, ever. If you guys could just look inside of me and see all of the insecurities and the fear and the shaking nerves that I have, you would be surprised to see what I actually am doing. The reality of the matter, guys, is that I am completely filled with fear. If I was going to say that I am 90% fear and 10% water, that would be reality. That would be actuality. But I do not let my fears keep me from doing anything. And I mean that. I really, truly mean that. I've realized in the past year that if I am afraid of anything, specifically if I'm really, really, really shaky about something and I feel really like my heart is shaky and it's beating really fast and I just don't want to do it, I'm feeling a lot of resistance. If I get to that point about anything in my life right now, I know that that is something that I really, 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 really need to do. The minute I get really fearful about something is the minute when I realize that is something that's necessary for the evolution of my soul. It's necessary for the next step in my life. It's necessary for me to level up from where I am right now. It's necessary for that trending upward thing that I'm looking for. So it's necessary for all the different things that I'm looking for in my life, and I need to do it. So every single time I feel fear, which happens on a daily basis, I look at it as an opportunity. I look at it as a signpost. I look at it as the universe telling me, okay, Shikha, this is what you're supposed to be doing next. That's the reason you're feeling so much fear about it. So go ahead and do it. In reality, I am not a fearless person at all. But like I said, I've had a lot of people email me and comment to me directly face to face or, on Facebook saying that they think that I'm fearless. I look fearless. Or they think that they're surprised by the fact that I post comments or I post podcasts saying that I am filled with fear, when in reality they look at me and they see a warrior. I am a warrior, and all of us are warriors. And I really want to tell you guys this, is that no one on this planet is fearless. Even those people who are at the pinnacle of their success, even those people who do things that everyone else would be scared shitless of, like climbing all of these tall buildings or going in front of 500,000 people and speaking or whatever it might be. Even those people are still afraid of what they're doing. They still get heart palpitations. They still get afraid of those moments. The reality of it is that every single person on this planet is going to feel the fear. But as they say, you're supposed to feel the fear and do it anyway. That is the meaning of courage. And courage is completely different from being fearless. No one on this planet is fearless, but a lot of people, like me, have courage. And now I'm not saying this to boast or anything. It's a courage that I had to develop over a long period of time, and I still falter in a lot of different ways. I still have moments where the courage fails me, and I don't want to go ahead through it into the other side. I don't want to do it. I'm too afraid. I have to push myself. I really, really have to push myself in order to do these things. For example, one of the things that I'm doing right now, which doesn't seem like a big deal to most people, but to me it causes major heart palpitations, is the voice lesson that I'm doing. I'm doing regular voice lessons, once a week with this amazing individual. But every single time that day, I'll go into the voice lesson and I'm thinking to myself, why am I doing this to myself? I'll have my heart beating really fast. I get really, really afraid. I don't want to go. And I'm always thinking maybe I should just make an excuse and cancel the class. I always think that even though I've been doing it regularly every week for the past few months, I still feel so scared of it. That is my arch nemesis. And I know because I'm scared of it that I need to do it. It means that the universe is telling me if I can get over this hurdle of what I'm feeling, if I can get over this hurdle of this fear that I'm feeling with regards to this voice lesson, I know there is a gift on the other side of it. There is always a gift on the other side of your fears. There is, again, I'm going to say it again, there's always a gift at the other side of your fears. So you are standing on one side of the fear, and you don't want to cross across the fear. Obviously, we're afraid. We don't want to pass through it. It seems so big and huge in our minds, and it seems like this unsurmountable monster that we just don't want to go past. But I'm telling you guys, if you do go past it, if you can just muster up enough courage to go through the fear onto the other side, you're going to get such an amazing gift out of it. You're going to get such an amazing power out of it. You're going to feel so good about yourself, first of all. You're going to feel so powerful. You're going to feel like you are invincible. You're going to feel so much courage bubbling up inside of you that you're going to be able to take on other things as well. All of these amazing things are going to happen, and you're just going to become a stronger person overall. You're going to level up in your life in general. For example, the first time I started doing videos was in April when I first quit my job and started my business. And the first time I did it, I had a really hard time. I hated it. I had a hard time with it. I didn't know what I was saying. I was all twitchy. And if you want to go back to my videos then, you'll see how uncomfortable I was on camera. I was not as amazing as I am right now. I still have a lot to learn, but I'm definitely miles ahead of where I was in the past. But every single time I did a video back then, I was really, really filled with fear. But what happened? I surmounted that fear every single time. I went past it. I kept on building up the courage to do the videos over and over and over again. And I think I've done maybe 100, 200 videos by now. And now, videos are not a source of fear to me anymore. I can do a video with my eyes closed. It's just something that comes really naturally to me. And this is the gift that I have now. I am so comfortable on camera that if I wanted to do a video, I could whip one out in 2 seconds. And this is something that is a gift that has been presented to me by the fact that I went through the courage over and over and over again. I went through with it, you know what I'm saying? So I am now with this gift where I can use this talent to build my business and to build my community, do all the different things that I'm doing with it. So again, this is something that will happen to you on a regular basis. But if you think anyone on this planet is without fear, you are sorely mistaken. No one on this planet lives without fear. Every single person has to deal with it. It's how they deal with it that makes the difference between a successful person and a person who might not be as successful. So I want you guys to start thinking about it this way. Do not put other people on a pedestal. Do not think that they're better off than you. Do not think that they are stronger than you. Do not think that they're fearless. When people tell me this, I always make sure to correct them, to tell them that I am filled with fear. I am filled with a million fears. I want you guys to know that, because if you know that, then you will realize that I am not different from you. And if I can get over my fears and do all the amazing things I'm doing, that you can get over your fears and do more amazing things than me. I know that you can. I have trust in you. All you need to do is believe that you are not different from me. I am not special in any way. No one is special in any way. They're all doing exactly the same things from the exact same place. We're all just human beings. We are all exactly the same. You have nothing to feel inferior about. So please, when you do think about these things, when you are thinking, oh my God, she's so much more courageous than me, or he is so much more fearless than me, it's absolutely false. What is inside of us is not seen. That's the reason I'm showing you what my heart looks like. And it's filled with fear, guys. It really, truly is. But what I do is I keep on going past it. In the beginning, when I first started doing my podcast, I was filled with fear. I had this feeling that no one's ever going to listen to it, and why am I even bothering, and I'm not good at it, and I don't know what I'm talking about, and my voice sounds weird, and all of these different things that we all think about our voice. And then I did it, and now I'm at, a 60th episode, and I'm recording them over and over again, and I am so comfortable doing podcasts now that, again, I could do it with my eyes closed. But that happened because I went past the fear over and over and over again. And I want you guys to start thinking about fear as a guidepost, as a signpost, as some kind of guide from the universe telling you what you need to do next. Whenever you start feeling fear about anything in your life, look at it as a sign that this is what I need to take on next. So whenever I feel fear nowadays, I know that that's something I really, really, really have to take on, because that is what's going to move me forward in my life. So I hope that this podcast episode helped you. Again, my name is Boom Shikha. And if you guys are interested, please do check out my website, themillionairehippie.com. If not, I'll talk to you guys the next time around. Bye for now.